Welcome back to Coach Kazz Stone's Dynasty, offensive coordinator at Kent State. We just came off of a close win against Buffalo, 32-26 last week, which brings our total right now to 2-1 for the year, which is amazing because last year, before I joined the team was undefeated. Not undefeated, the team was defeated, sorry. And then the prior year before that, they only had one win. So already this season, we have 2 wins, surpassing the past 2 seasons. So I believe the offense is working well with Kent State. Run heavy, let the quarterback do his thing to keep us on time and on schedule. And, just let the running game carry you. Very old school football. That's how we run. That's how we roll. And it's doing wonders for us. It's keeping us in good games. The defense is keeping the games close as well, which is allowing us to, be able to compete against these teams. Buffalo was rated 74 overall. Our team is rated 62 overall. We were able to overcome that and win that game. So from here on out, it's going to be no different. Teams are going to be better than us on paper, but I still feel that we can compete and that we can potentially win those games. So right now, this week, we are going against Sam Houston State. So we will be on the road. Sam Houston State is a 65 overall, 66 overall on offense, and 64 on defense. And as you can see, we are 62 overall, 61 on offense, and 64 on defense. And last game, Jamon Mathis on defense, he had a beastie game. He had 6 sacks, about 8 tackles. He was really all over the place, and he was really making Roberson's life hell for Buffalo. When we look at the Sam Houston State Bearcats, and we look at who we will be facing, this season we have had trouble with quarterbacks. They've been able to pass the ball all over us, and we really had trouble with quarterbacks that can pass but can also run as well. For them, their quarterback is Hunter Watson. He is a pure runner, so already he's a scrambler and he can pass. Now, in 3 games, he has 59 completions on 100 attempts, and he has a 57% completion percentage. He has over 694 yards, 6 touchdowns, and one interception. So even though his completion percentage is not very high, he's very efficient. He has 6 touchdowns and only 1 interception to those 6. So I still feel, when you look at his numbers, he's still doing well. He's just, he's making it work for him. And then when you look at that, in his rushing, he has 34 carries for 79 yards and a rushing touchdown. So we're dealing with a scrambler who can pass the ball, most definitely. Now he doesn't have over 60 for his pass completion percentage, but if he's been putting these numbers up, he's doing well, regardless. So we need to be careful of him and watch out for him. And then their running back room, I don't really see any threat with their running game. You have McCaskill with 53 carries for 247 yards. He is averaging 5 yards per carry, but I mean, it just doesn't feel. I don't feel it. E. Green, he has 20 carries for 146 yards. He's averaging 7 yards. He has 3 touchdowns. So from what I'm looking at from the numbers, this isn't a run-heavy offense. This is a pass-heavy offense, and they run sporadically. So that's probably why they have such a good average on yardage, because when they do run, they rip big runs, I guess you could say. But even then, they don't have that many yards through 3 games. So I think we should expect Watson to really pass the ball a lot, and not just pass the ball a lot, but also scramble a lot, which we need to be careful about. Their receivers, Grady O'Neal, 175 yards so far this season, 3 touchdowns. That's probably their main guy right there. He has 16 receptions. And then after that, you have Caleb Black and you have Chris Reed, both with 11 receptions, 162 and 156 yards respectfully. For me, what it looks like their quarterback, he definitely divvies the ball amongst his team to everyone. He doesn't really target anyone in particular. O'Neal does have 16 receptions, but when you look at the rest of it, it's pretty spread out. He has O'Neal, Black, and Reed, who he mainly targets, and then you have Jewett and Green, who get some targets as well. But other than that, I really believe this is a passing team who runs sporadically and doesn't really put much into the run game. But that works for us because, we stop the run anyway, so they're not going to get many run plays on us. I feel the defense will definitely step up. On the offensive side for us, there was bad news during last game. I told you Dakota Thomas was injured during the game. We didn't know the severity of it. We didn't know how bad it was. So looking at the injury report, Dakota Taylor had a dislocated elbow. So he's going to be out for 3 weeks. Now, obviously, we want him on the field. We want him to play. But with that being said, our backups, they stepped up, you know. We have a deep tight end room, and they just stepped in and, you know, they contributed to the team and helped us win that last game. So I have no issues with that. Other than that, looking at that in Sam Houston State, I think this is an important game. It's non-conference, but even then, every win, that gets us closer to getting those 4 wins for this contract. I'm all for. We definitely want to get that 4 wins. We definitely don't want to get fired. We definitely want to elevate this team from the bottom. So that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to. And then looking into the season stats, just briefly. Right now, when you're looking at the season stats in the MAC, when you look at yards, I can guarantee Drew DeShields is probably at the bottom, right? Second to last, yeah. But other than that, remember, he has 84 attempts. All these top quarterbacks, they have over 100. They have a lot of yards, but they have also a lot of attempts. And their attempts, they're roughly around 58 to 52% pass completion percentage. The only one that's higher than that is Pine from Bowling Green. He has a 65% completion percentage, and he's passing at a high volume. So even though he doesn't have as many yards as them, he's probably the most potent quarterback passer in this group. But when you look at DeShields and you look at his completion percentage, it's at 73%. He's leading the conference in passing completion percentage. 62 for 84. So not just that, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He's very efficient, which is what I want in my quarterback. So honestly, I feel he's doing very, very well. And I feel as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, we will find a lot of success. When you look at rushing, we run the ball a lot, obviously. Jay Newman has 105 carries compared to everyone else who's in the 50s and lower. We have a pass-happy conference. We're different. We run the ball. And he's leading the conference in 423 yards, hoping to eclipse that 1,000-yard mark. He has 5 touchdowns, and he has averaged over 141 yards per game. So, you know, we're doing pretty good, I feel, on offense. We're performing well. Everyone's doing their job. And the main thing, you know, we did advertise the big 3 with Taylor and Newbin and DeShields, but with Taylor down, Newbin and DeShields, they'll really have to carry this team. And, you know, the tight ends, they got to step up and play their role. So, with that being said, let's get into the game. We are now starting the game. Sam Houston State will be kicking off, and we will be receiving. And then in the end zone, it's a touchback. We'll start at the 25-yard line. Jordan Newbin, great game last week, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hopefully he continue his hot streak this game and, you know, carry us to victory.
I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So
First
many
and 10 on
different
our own
ways
break.
he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense.
It's a great run.
The defense, they
Jordan
know
Newbin
well
rushes for
and
5
good
yards.
of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the
All right, another
entire
handoff
offense.
again. Jordan Newbin.
Turning it on.
Oh, good
Makes
job.
one-man miss. Really nice
Great game.
there as they have it
First
out to
down.
the 44
Already
with
with 2
the
carries, he
first
has 19 yards.
Here's this
If we can
offense
eat like
with a
this all
fresh set
game,
of downs.
we'll do very well.
Fires to the big fella.
All right,
And the
Drew DeShields
defense
with a
settled
short
in to stop that
pass
one
for
for a
3
short
yards.
gain. So now it's second and long.
Let's get it to Newbin.
Looking for room. It's Newman. And a good solid pickup.
That's about 40 yards. That's a good one. 3rd and 3.
And the golden flash.
We got to convert on 3rd down. Most important, we got to convert.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but
All right,
this
4 now.
defense was there to make the stop. The golden flashes
The drive
will
wasn't
bring
terrible,
the
but it
punt
wasn't
team onto
successful.
the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it.
It's now 1st and 10 for Simulation
So Sam
State.
Houston's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players.
I also
What traits are
forgot,
you looking for when it
on
comes to
offense.
players who can make an impact, David?
I looked
Well,
at
obviously,
the
you want the main
halfbacks
things, right?
and,
Speed,
you know, their
physicality, like
requirements.
power.
Like,
All those things are really,
do they
really
care about
good. But
brand
you also
awareness? Do
need
they
guys
care
that
about
will
playing
hold people
time? Do they
accountable,
care
guys that
about
will lead. And it's
championship?
nice to have
And
those guys on your team.
I
They're the
did
leaders of the
adjust
team, and they're the best players.
DB
And part of the
room
reason
on the
why
depth
they're
chart.
leaders is because these guys
Jordan Newman is
galvanize
still our number
their
1
teammates,
quarterback,
right?
not
We've seen
quarterback, but our
time and
number 1
time
running
again,
back.
these
But
dudes
behind
make
him,
plays, and it just
we
sparks
have
the sideline. It sparks the
sophomore, I
coaching
believe,
staff.
and a
It
freshman,
sparks the fans. They're
which I'll
special
introduce
players,
to
and they
y'all
all have
later.
to play well
But
today.
we did change
Pushes
the
the
running
pile
back
for a
room
couple
and
of yards,
set
down
it
at
up
the
that way.
12.
So Garcia and Kimbrough, they are
Off-play
now
action.
not in the
He
top
hurls
3
one deep
for
down
our
the
depth
left
chart.
side.
You
He's
let him
got it
catch that?
along the sideline. And it looked
Just
as if he
swat the
might
ball,
take that
bro.
one all the way to the house.
This is
Just
annoying.
ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Like I said, the defense,
They had
they've
this
been
offense
thrown on
backed up.
all
Now
year
they
since
have
it
to be
started. So
staggering. Can they deliver
this is no
another
surprise.
punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40?
Hunter Watson
Makes
already
the
has
catch, and
54
he's
yards.
brought down. The Bearcats are in
Absolutely
the hurry
crazy.
up. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone
Handoff.
coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like
They
when
get
I
about
can
5
see the
yards.
routes
It's
and
now
see
3rd
them
and 3.
develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight
Now,
end.
if we can treat this
He
game like
wasn't going
Buffalo,
anywhere
remember
after he caught
Buffalo,
that football.
Roberson, he was going off. He had about 311 passing yards.
On 3rd
And even
and
with his
short, they'll
311
ride the
passing
running back
yards,
here.
we still won
He's
that
got
game.
enough for the
So,
first down.
like,
They'll
if
spot
he
him
has to
at
go
the
off and get his
24-yard
yards
line.
and we're still able to keep the game
And the
close,
Bearcats are marching down the
I don't
field.
even mind it. Defense do their thing.
From
But
the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
we definitely don't want
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see
them
if it
getting a whole lot of
stands.
momentum and just killing us. We don't want that. Why is he always offsides? These are
Offense
freshmen.
will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
If I was head coach, I swear to God, he
From
would
the
be on
red
the bench.
zone, looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Black. That completion will
He would be on
take
the
it
bench.
close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it
No
at
question,
the 6.
no hesitation.
Wide receivers
Hand
going to
off.
get a shot at it on 1st and goal.
We stop him on a 6,
And the
2nd and goal.
defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that
At some point,
play.
they're going to pass it, and that's when we really need to stop it. They're not going to rely on the run the whole time. That's not this team's identity.
The run up the middle, trying to power
Stop
to
the
the
run
goal
again,
line.
3rd and goal.
He's going to lose
All right,
a
here we
yard
go.
on that one.
They're going in an empty
It's
backfield.
3rd
They're
and
putting it all
goal
on
and
him.
a long way from
Let's see
the
what he
end
can do.
zone. He
He
wants
has
it
all day, bro.
Touchdown,
That's crazy.
Bearcats. Quick
Touchdown,
strike through the
Simulation
air for the
State.
score.
Hunter Watson with the touchdown pass.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed. Make
I
you
said they're
cover
gonna pass
the
it.
whole field. Nice job by
You
the
gotta be able to
offense.
stop him from
Going with a
scoring.
little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they have
And
on the
that's what
field,
happened.
and getting
Yeah,
the big
scoring.
touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and
The
this
running game, we
defense
don't need to
will be
worry about that.
called
We
on
need
to
to worry about the
protect
passing.
this
He
lead.
basically sliced us up that whole drive.
Coming out with it, it's Etheridge. Not nearly as
And
much
for
as
some
he'd
reason, he
hoped
took it
when
out,
he
so now
brought
we're
it
at the
out of the
15.
end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, let's see
First and
how it
10.
goes this time for the Kent State offense.
And Jordan
And he
Newman goes
never had
absolutely
a
nowhere.
chance. Just stopped
2nd and
cold as
11.
soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
This offsides is just.
The give is to Garcia. Oh, he's got some space. He's
I'm gonna
brought
see if
down,
long
but there's
run,
a
more
flag
likely
on the
they'll
field.
decline
Let's
that
see which way
offsides,
that's going to go.
and we will have a 1st down.
More than happy with the result of the play. Will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit
Incomplete
there
pass by
forces
Judy
2nd
Shields.
down.
2nd and 10.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Hand off to
They'll give
Jordan
it to the
Newman.
back.
He tries to run across the middle. He should have
knock
been
him
stopped a long
down
time
after
ago,
he
but he's
picks
able to
up
push it
5
for
out to
5
the
yards. It is
34.
now 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down from their own 34.
That's why you need contact
as they
seekers.
try
That's
to
why you
keep
need
the
to do some
drive
bruisers.
moving.
They fight for the extra yards.
They go right back to it.
Look at that.
Love
He
to
fought for
see
that.
these
1st and 10.
down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own
Maybe the
39-yard
running
line.
game's finally cooking. Let's see.
Looking
Judy
to throw
Shields
on
with the
1st
pass.
down. Makes the grab.
Good pass.
My job
6-yard
as
gain.
offensive
7-4.
coordinator is to find my guys, find my playmakers, find my guys that can win one-on-one when they get an opportunity, and that I can get them the ball that can make something happen. He's one of
They're
those
already in
guys.
backfield by
That's
the
why
time
I'm
he
going to
got the
continue
ball.
to force
So,
feed him.
Man
yeah,
down
he's
on
going
the
nowhere.
play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
3rd and 5.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by
Where
what
are
they
you
call here.
going?
And they did not let
4th
him
and
get
1.
to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds.
All right,
The Bearcat
Hunter Watson
offense
torched
ready
us
to go
last
back to
drive, so
work. They cashed in on a
let's see
short
if the defense
field
can hold
last
them on
time
this
they
one.
had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Can hang on, and
Finally, they
he'll
got the
tell
ball
you he
down.
really should have made that catch, and he
2nd
had
and
an
10.
opportunity right in the middle.
Sam
It'll
Houston
be
is 2 and 1,
down.
so they're no slouch. They've been doing well this season.
Looking to throw, it's Watson.
Batted
Incomplete.
down.
Looked as if he had his
At the
man,
line of
but just a
scrimmage. Very good
misfire
play.
from this senior.
3rd and 10.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense.
It's going to be another
3rd
pass,
and
definitely.
long, backed up
Hunter
inside
Watson
their
back to
20.
pass.
Bringing the heat.
And they dropped the pass. Good job. So the defense held them.
And the
They got
Bearcats
nowhere.
decide to punt it
It's
away.
now 4th and 10. They will be
The punter
punting the
going to
ball.
get his first work of the afternoon.
Hopefully we can get some good field position. We receive it. Make it to the 50 at least. Right.
He couldn't find much
We are
running
getting the
room
ball
there.
at the
Didn't get a
45.
lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
All right, so we're coming back out
comes
in
the
an empty
offense as they
backfield.
get set to take over.
Drew Shields back to pass.
He wastes
and
no
he's
time
sacked.
and comes out throwing. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard
Oh,
line.
Lord.
Yeah, and I like teams that are
It's gonna be a long
aggressive.
game.
When offenses go empty and spread you out,
2nd
you
and
only got so
17,
many
and
guys to protect your quarterback, and
hopefully
the
we pass it.
linebacker comes
No,
through
no, no.
and hammers the quarterback and gets
And
the
we go
sack.
nowhere. 3rd and 17.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, a check down
And
will be
they're
the
doing
last
screen
resort.
pass because I
They'll
love
run the
screen
screen. Powers through the defender.
That boy is spamming that
Looks as
screen.
if they might
We still
have
got
that
nowhere.
screen
4th and 4. We got to
really
punt the
set
ball.
up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
These last
The
2 drives
Golden
have been terrible.
Flashes will call on their punt team.
They're not blocking.
And no chance
They're not
for the
able to get any
return
runs
man to
going.
get his hands on
They're
that
letting
one
dudes
as
in the
it hops
backfield
out
by
of
the time they hand
bounds.
the ball off.
The Bearcat
And then when he's
offense
back to
ready
pass,
to go
he
back
doesn't
to
even
work.
have more than a second to get
Already
the
a
ball off.
solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Meanwhile,
And
Hunter
that
Watson, he got
incomplete
all day
pass
to throw the ball.
caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the
Handoff.
shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Gets
Just
it
out
out
the
to the
line, 3-yard gain,
25-yard
3rd
line,
and
a
7.
gain of 3. The Bearcats racing to the
Somehow
line
the
in a
defense has
hurry
got to
up.
get a Hunter Watson and make it uncomfortable for him. That's the only way we'll stay in this game.
Dropping back, it's Watson. Under fire. Sings it complete to the right.
Screen pass,
He ended up
didn't
going
get far.
backwards on the play, and they
4th
will
and
not
14.
convert that 3rd down.
Sam Houston
The
State will
Bearcats
punt.
will punt this one away.
So we should have good
This will
field
be a
position
second
again.
time they've had to kick it away.
Well, not as good
A
as I
fair
wanted.
catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40.
All right, 1st and 10. Let's see if the offensive line can do
Running
something.
back searching for
Good
a hole.
blocking.
There he
Good
goes.
move by Jordan Newman.
Stop just
That's a
across
1st down.
the 50 at the
Very
49-yard
good play.
line. It's a pickup of
All right,
10
1st
and
and
a
10.
1st down.
Empty backfield. Drew Shields under center. Well, not under center. Shotgun. But Drew Shields
the
back to
air on
pass,
1st
and
down.
they were about to let that guy go.
Makes the catch. It's
I don't know if
Garcia.
y'all saw that, but
They
that
stop
defensive
him
line was
almost
literally about to go
immediately.
through
Short
him.
gain there and still a little ground
He had to get that
cover
ball out
pick
so
up the
fast.
first.
Literally,
You
he
know,
had
sometimes even a short
like a
game
split
like
second
that
just to
can
make
be
that
used to
decision.
set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to
All
go
right,
back to
hand
that
off to
same
Jordan
play because they
Newman,
know this
and
guy
they
with the
know it's
ball in his
coming,
hands
and they
is
stop it
dangerous.
completely.
He makes
3rd
one
and
guy
6.
miss, he can take it to the house.
The
Gavin
marker
Garcia
rests
out
at the
there.
39,
Might
and
be a
that's
pass
what they
play.
need here
Nope.
on 3rd down.
Let's run, and he was
He's going
stopped.
to lose a yard on that one.
Oh my
And the
God.
Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt.
4th and 7. We're punting the ball. And it's a touchback.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field
All right,
in
1st
front
and
of
10.
them as
Sam
they
Houston
open
State
this
on their
possession
own
from
20.
their own 20.
Hand the ball off, and it's a good run.
Got to be smart patient,
9-yard
great
gain,
vision,
second and 1.
uses all of that to get to the 29. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short.
Hand off again,
back and leaves
definitely
it.
a first down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Only got about a yard, but still.
Here's this offense
First
with
down,
a fresh set
fresh
of
set of
downs.
They're on their own 32.
To throw, it's
Hunter
Watson.
Watson back to pass.
They get to him as
And he gets the pass off, and they break a
Complete to
tackle.
the right.
That's about 13 or 14 yard gain. First down.
Line, and they'll move the chains.
This is not looking too
And the
good.
Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to
Hunter
go
Watson back
tempo
pass.
right now.
Pass
Can't
batted
make the
down.
connection, and the
Good
defense
job.
putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and
Second and 10.
long. Looking to fire.
Quick pass by
Got
Hunter
it
Watson.
in the middle, it's O'Neal.
9-yard
And with
gain.
that
Third
stop,
and 1.
we are headed toward the end of the first
Looking
quarter.
like they're gonna run this, and hopefully we can stop it. But they're moving out of the field.
That's the end of the period,
Sam
and
Houston stay at
Sam
the one
Houston
quarter. He's
has
up
the lead.
7-0.
We've put one in the
We
books. Let's have a
can
look
get
at our
absolutely
game
nothing going.
summary.
We have 52 rushing yards and 27 passing yards, but the 52 rushing yards really isn't that good considering
Lots
where
of
we've
time
been
left, and
and
we're ready to get
how
back
far
to
we
it
got.
and
We
open
haven't
the
made it
second
past the
period.
50, so
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what
I don't
they
really
have on
consider that
third
a
down.
great thing.
Trying to
Hand
pick
off,
it up on the ground.
and he bounces outside
Leaves
and
an
gets the
open
first
space
down.
downfield.
And breaks another tackle.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the
On our
34-yard
34,
line.
first and 10.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to
Hunter
pass.
Watson with the
They
quick
do it
pass,
here on third and
completion.
short. They
4-yard
convert. This
gain.
offense has been so
History right now has 3
efficient
catches
on
for
third
63
downs
yards.
all throughout this season.
Nice
He's
job by the
torching
wide
us right
receiver getting open on that slant route against
Second
man
and 6.
coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross
Come
his
on, bro.
face, and then secures the catch.
And that's going to fall to the ground
incomplete pass,
incomplete. That
36.
was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
They are in field goal range.
Looking to throw, it's Watson.
He gets the
shot
pass
for
off.
the end zone.
Batted down.
And swatted down by the
4th and 6,
defense
they're
to
going for a
stop
field goal.
the scoring
So the
opportunity.
issue
They'll try to
I'm seeing
salvage
with
a
our
field
defense
goal on
is
this
we're
drive.
not able to put pressure on Hunter Watson.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg
At all.
from 47 yards out.
He's got no pressure. He's just
How
chilling
great
in
is
the
it to
pocket.
know that if you can get the ball down
And then by the
somewhere
time we get
close
there,
to
he
the
already got the
40-yard line
pass
on
off.
your opponent's
So,
side of the field, you're
until
walking
we're
away
actually
with
able
at
to hit
least
him
3
and
points
sack
because
him,
this dude is automatic.
he's gonna have
After
a field
putting
goal.
up the field goal, they're
So
set
he's
to
to save
kick it
up
away.
10-0 in a second. They could be up more, to be honest.
Here he
But
comes from inside his own
we're
5.
still in the game,
He
thankfully.
was looking for some running room, but not much to be
Something's got to
found
shake.
as
We
he
got to do
stopped
something.
at the 18.
Empty backfield, first and 10.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State
Into the shields
offense.
and the shotgun.
They really need to find a way to generate
Back to
some kind
pass.
of offense down
I believe he
10-0.
passes that to Harris
Didn't pick
for
up
4
a lot
yards.
there, moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down.
Second and 6.
Looking for
Hand off to
space.
Jordan
It's
Newman.
Newman.
Breaks a tackle. Breaks another
They
tackle.
finally wrestle
Runs for
down
about
the
10, 11
senior, but
yards.
not
First
before
down.
he picks up some valuable ground.
Now on our own
Lining up from
34.
the 34
First and
on
10.
first down.
Hand
Might
off
as
to
well
Jordan
give it to
Newman,
him
and
again.
they meet him in the
And
backfield.
this one
He
will
only
be
has
stopped
a
for no
1-yard
gain.
gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Hand off to Jordan Newman again.
Finds a
Makes a
little
different
space.
cut.
They can
It was
rely
30
on this
inches,
guy
very
to
good
pick
run.
up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
All right, 30 inches. We really got to convert this if you want to do something.
They'll try to move the
And
chains
we
on the
convert.
ground.
Good job.
They'll get him on the
Jordan
ground
Newman
at the
converts.
46, and it'll
First
be a
and 10
first down.
on our 46.
The Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down.
Drew the Shields back to pass
Right
with
on
a
the
quick
money.
one to Wofford.
Tackled almost
2-yard gain,
immediately. They're
second and
well
8.
short of the first down.
Hand off to
go to the
Jordan Newman.
ground.
Runs up the middle.
Picks up the first
They're
down.
finally getting some kind of traction here.
And they'll finally
First
get him
down.
down after
First
a
and 10. We are
terrific
now on their
pickup.
42. This is
first
showing at
half
least
of
getting field
offense
goal
will
range.
go on the
We want to score a
highlight
touchdown,
reel
but if we can at least get a
so
field goal,
starting to get
it's
things
still good.
moving.
Jordan
It's
Newman
first
with the
and
cut.
10.
He has 18
After the
rushes for
3-yard
81
pickup,
yards
they
right now.
come to the line 2nd and 7.
That is good. It's just that, you know, We haven't been able to be on this side of the field at all during this
And
whole
they're
time.
able
So
to shove him to the turf as
hopefully
they stop
we
him
can
for a
convert this
short
into
gain.
points.
And the Golden
All right, 3rd and 4.
Flashes are at the
Only
line
at 36.
looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Hand off
The
to Jordan
give to the
Newman.
back.
First down.
Now
Great
well
run. Great
within
blocking.
striking distance as
The
that
defense,
3rd down play gets
they're
them
really,
a first
I
at
guess
the
they're
29.
starting to get wore down. They're finally
So they
starting to
move
get
the
some
sticks on the run.
leverage
Let's see
and
what they
be
do
able to
with
push
this
them
one.
back. The offensive
Leaves it
line
with the
finally
back.
getting people and
They pull him
pushing them
down
off the line
after
so we can
a
get
4-yard gain down to
a
the
good
24.
run, get good gaps. That was
Halfway
a
there
5-yard
on
run
first
by
down,
Jordan
it's
Newman.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Give to the running back.
Right up the middle. Look at that. That is beautiful. Little juke.
He's all the way
Gets all the way down to the 3-yard line.
showing it all on
Jordan
that
Newman
run.
has 22 rushes
The
for
Golden
117
Flashes
yards.
have it with a 1st and goal.
He's going to have to carry us. In order for us to win this game, he'll have to carry us.
Power ahead.
Will he get it to the end zone?
And
Yes, he
takes
will.
it in
Touchdown.
for the score.
Jordan Newman with a
Touchdown,
rushing
Golden
touchdown.
Flashes.
This drive was beautiful.
And the running back was not
It was
going to be
masterful.
denied
The
on
offensive
that
line
play.
was
He had
actually
a
blocking.
hole. He saw it. He put his foot
The
in the
O-line
ground.
was opening
And
gaps
that was
finally
pay dirt.
and getting him spaces to run. And Jordan Newman was taking full advantage and just 5 yards here, 4 yards here, 10 yards here, 9 yards here. And eventually, he made it to the end zone after that long run
Lining
for
up to
about
add
20
another.
yards. So that's a good sign. I can say that. That's a good
And
sign.
with the extra point, every little bit counts
One
as
thing
they get
about
closer.
our
And
team
for a quick update, let's go to Kevin
is I
in the
have
studio.
noticed
Lot of
the
eyeballs
first
on your
quarters
game, guys, and a few on this
all the way into the
interesting
middle of
matchup
the
as
second
well.
quarter,
Ole Miss has the
they're
lead
usually
right
rough.
now, but I don't care if it's
I'm
Archie
not
or
gonna lie.
Eli back there. We've come to learn that
They're usually
no
rough.
lead is safe
It's
inside
really tough to
Vaught
get
Hemingway.
rushing yards and
They're
tough
up
to
by
move the ball
7
downfield.
over Tulane. That's where things stand
And I
right
do
now.
wonder
And of course, if
if
the
that's
script
literally
is flipped,
just,
you will hear about it.
And how
it's
about
the beginning
that
of the
one?
game,
Kevin will be
everybody's
keeping
hyped
an
up
eye on
and,
everything going on
everyone's
elsewhere.
full of energy
The
and
Bearcats
the
headed
defense
quickly
just
to the
isn't wore
line.
down yet. And then by
All
the
right,
time we get
defense,
to
you
that
got to
second
turn
quarter,
the
maybe
page.
they're more
Just gave
worn
up an
down.
explosive play
So we
through
can
the
get
air. But
these
here
runs
comes the
off.
offense going quickly. You got to get
I
lined
wonder
up
if it's
now.
that.
Get ready for another one.
It possibly is, but
They'll
either
get
way,
him down, but not before he
we
crosses
scored,
the 50.
and we definitely
He's
need
down
that
to the
score to stay in
49.
this game. So
They
10-7,
are
San
dialed
Luis
in on
State
this
is
drive.
winning.
A couple of chunk plays,
First
and
and 10
now
for
they'll
San Luis
snap it
State
on
with
first down.
4:14 left in the second quarter. Hunter Watson hands
Use
it
the
off.
play
Nope,
fake.
it's
Now
play
to
action.
throw. Looking to the big tight
Like I
end.
said, he has no
It's caught
pressure.
downfield.
He is just
They are
relaxed
on
in the fucking
move
pocket.
down to the 32, and they pick
Sorry
up
for
another
cussing,
first down.
but
All right, defense.
they need to get
It
to
ain't
him.
working, right? They're stringing together several
Play
first
action
downs
again.
here. We're going to need to change this
No
up.
pressure.
And the defense
Finally, we get
gets
a sack.
home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That took forever. We got our
And
first
how
sack in
about
the second
true
quarter.
freshman? We've heard about
In the
this
midway
guy.
through the
We heard
second
he's
quarter
got
at
a
that.
chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this
That
week,
took
and
forever.
he gets his first sack. Listen, guys,
Nonetheless,
I'm a pass rusher. Everybody
sack by Hunter
remembers
Watson.
their
It is
first
now
sack.
2nd and 15. Sacked by Jaheim Roy.
Really need to
Don't hear
pick
that
up
name
some
often.
yardage this time
Hopefully we
on
can hear
2nd
more.
and long.
Hunter Watson back to
It's
pass.
Watson.
And of
Got
course,
his man.
he gets the
They
pass off.
bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them
Completion,
in position to pick up
3rd
a
and
first
6.
down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28.
They got to stop him here.
From the gun, wants to pass.
He
Fires
lost
to the
it.
right.
Batted down.
And they
Great
fail to
defense.
hook up on 3rd down.
So,
They've decided to try
they
to
weren't
go
able
for
to
the
move the ball
field goal
downfield
here.
very easily,
And
to
after
be honest.
putting
But
an earlier field
you know,
goal up,
thankfully the
they'll
bend don't
try
break.
it again. This time
The
a
defense actually held them
45-yarder.
and stopped them from
It's
scoring. And
good. The lead now
they had to
6
settle for a
here in
field
the
goal.
second.
That's
And he
success
knocks
to me.
another one through. And how about this kicker?
I don't mind
Good
that.
way to start off
You
your
just don't want them to
season,
score a
right? Like,
touchdown.
what do you have at the spot?
They start scoring
Sometimes you don't
touchdowns,
know.
the
Can he
lead
make
becomes
those kicks?
insurmountable, and
Starting
then
off, hasn't missed
he's
one
making
yet.
it that much
Been
tougher on
very
the
dependable for this
offense to
squad.
come back. And considering our offense and how we
Looking for
run,
block
we're
here.
run based. We're not really a pass
And
heavy
they'll
offense.
bring him down
So
to
trying
get
to
the
come back
offense started on the next
from like
drive.
21 with a run heavy
No
offense
reason to
that
be in a big rush. They have some
it
time here
feels
late in the half.
impossible. It probably is impossible.
They'll try
So
the run. Tried to move that
Jordan
ball
Newman with the
forward.
3-yard
He
run.
maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
2nd and 7.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Hand off to
Power
Jordan Newman
football
right
with
up
the
the
run.
middle.
And the
And
defense
it's
stops
3rd
him
and inches.
just
Almost got the
short
first
of
down, but not quite.
Maybe needed a few more
We need
chain
this first
links to move
down.
the sticks.
Everybody everybody's gonna be in the box, so it's gonna be difficult.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Yep.
Tackle
Didn't happen.
behind
So we
What a
didn't get it.
big
4th and
third
2.
down stop by
I
this
think.
defense.
Yeah.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays
I need
loose.
to
He's
make
been
some
busy
changes to the playbook
working
for
his
plays
way
like that.
on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bearcat offense
Because the way
ready
this
to go
game is
back to
going,
work.
he's had a lot of times where
Guys,
he's
that
been
last trip a little
3rd and
disappointing having to
inches
take the
and 3rd
3.
and
Yeah,
2
and I
or
think,
3rd
Jesse,
and
you
1.
see so many offenses
And
talking
we
about
haven't been
getting
able to convert.
yards and
So,
the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football,
Alright.
but they got to get
2nd
in
and
the end
3.
zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to
Sam
do
Houston
that, they just
on
got
the
to be more
47.
physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need
We're
to be
now
the
in a
best
2-minute
running
warning.
team in this game to win.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout,
Hopefully
and
the
they'll
defense
talk it
stops
over
him
to
and
see if
gives
they
us
can
enough
build
time
on
to
this
get on
lead
the field
before
and let Judy
halftime.
Shields do his thing.
Off the play
Play
fake.
action again.
Unloads to the
And
wideout.
I'm pretty
Catch
sure
in the
they've done
middle,
that play
it's
multiple
Reed.
times. They keep getting that
Really
play
nice
across the middle.
pickup on that
So,
one as they get it to the
very
36.
annoying.
It'll be first down. Scanning the field, it's
Hunter Watson
Watson.
back to pass.
Swings it out to his running back.
Throws it out to
He
running
is
back.
going
And
nowhere.
it's a
Stop
1-yard
at the
loss.
line of
2nd and
scrimmage.
11.
Wants to fire on
Hunter
2nd
Watson
down.
back to pass.
Here comes the heat.
And
And the
he
heat
is
gets
sacked.
home.
Thank
They
God.
knock him down back at the 45.
And the head coach is not calling
And
a
protecting
timeout.
their
Why, I do
quarterback
not
is
know.
job number 1, 2, 3,
You would think
4,
he would,
5,
but
as
he's
many
not.
as you want to
So
put
the
it
clock
on.
is
They
just
got to
running.
make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get
Hunter
to the
Watson back to
quarterback,
pass with
and get the sack.
all day, and he makes the pass
Pulls it
because
in.
he
It's
gets no
Burns.
pressure.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the
Of course.
21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Hunter Watson back to pass.
Deep shot
Lost
for the
it.
end zone.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yep,
Grabbed
it's
in
going
the
to be a
end
rough
zone
game.
and put 6
Defense
on the
cannot
board.
stop him.
One of the areas they really
defensive
focused
line
on
is
for this
not-
receiver in the
they're not
offseason was
penetrating.
we
They're not
need you
getting
to
to him,
make
so
more plays for us in the end
they're
zone.
not
When we're
stopping him,
taking shots, we
not even
need you to be
stopping
able
him.
to step up
Contain him. If
and
you're not
make
putting
tough
pressure on
catches.
him and making him
David,
second
what a
guessing
grab
again,
right
then
there.
he's just
And I think a lot of that
sitting
has to
there
do
all
with
day.
trusting your guy, knowing where
He's
he's
gonna have
going to
no
be,
issues.
knowing
He's
when he's
gonna
going to
torch
sit
him,
down,
so.
when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just
First
when
and
the ball
10 on
is
20
near
line.
him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there
Let's
for
see what the
6
head coach
points.
does because he's unpredictable.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Short pass. Now
We
you
got
want
a
to use a
timeout
timeout.
here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the
2nd and
board
4.
before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it.
Right, the
He's
middle.
got the tight end. Gets it to
So
the
it's fine,
37.
good play.
Clock stops to move the chains.
What is it?
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
1st and 10 on a 37.
Wants to go up top on first down.
And this is
Oh, that just
okay.
really nice catch by the big tight end.
7-yard
Those mitts
gain.
up there catching the football.
2nd and 3.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to
Nice
throw
pass.
time, running short in the half.
Once again across the middle.
Got his man. The offense
Another
burns
timeout. We
its
have no more
third and
timeouts left.
final timeout of the half. And the golden flashes
32
have
seconds
it with
left
a
in the first
1st and 10.
half. 1st and 10. No
Wants to
timeouts.
throw on first down.
Just scramble. Please
Under
scramble.
fire. What a nice job
Do
by the
anything but what
defense
you just
bringing
did.
that
Why
out,
would you do that? You
forcing
could
him
at
out
least
of
got
bounds.
some
He
extra
got
yards.
nothing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
No, so stupid.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Why do you keep...
He'll just throw it
Bro.
away, and it'll be 4th down. The golden flashes line
You
up to
never throw
punt
the
it
ball
away.
away and now you want to... Oh.
Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
State, they're going to run a
How
clock
about
out.
this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Into the first
We've
half, we're
played
down
2
20-7.
quarters here.
The
Time to
defense
go to
is not
Kevin
stopping
Connors in
Hunter
our
Watson.
halftime
He's having
update.
a field day.
Fellas, by
And
the
the
looks of
offense,
things, we've had one enjoyable
they're not
first
playing
half
well.
in Huntsville.
they have one good
And how
drive,
do we
and other than that,
possibly
they've just
begin
been
without singing the
getting
praises of
dominated
this
by the defense.
receiver? His ability to find
Honestly,
gaps,
Chris
run
Reed, 11
textful
targets,
routes, and then
6
show
catches
that
for
breakaway
111 yards.
speed.
Honestly, he's killing
He
us.
simply is
Whoever's
the
guarding
total
him,
package.
they are
How this secondary
dominated.
responds,
And
whether they try to double team him
the
or
coach
get
could switch
aggressive
him
in
out,
the line,
but
that'll be the story
he's
of
probably not
this
going to do
second
that.
half.
So
And with that,
it is what it
let's
is.
send it back to our team at
27
Elliott
started
T.
second half.
Bowers Stadium.
And he takes this
This is a
from
terrible
inside
first
the
half.
5.
I ain't worried about the defense. The offense is not playing well. And now Drew Shields is just throwing the ball away randomly and scrambling out of bounds instead of getting some yards and then going out of bounds.
They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about
Makes
shoring up
absolutely
that
no sense.
protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the
stupid.
scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't
I don't know
feel
what to
like
say
it because
about
you
it.
can't
It's
protect him. So, David,
Doesn't make
adjustments
any
in
sense.
pass protection, that
At least
has
get
to
like
be
5
something
yards
they
from
were
him out
talking
of
about
bounds,
here
and
at
you can
halftime.
potentially get a
100%.
first down.
You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a
And
good
just
job
run out of
delivering the
bounds and
football,
on
but if you
scrimmage
keep
and
hitting the
make
quarterback
it
enough,
second
man,
and
they'll
11
start to
instead
see
of
ghosts, they'll
second and
panic, and
5.
they'll make some of those mistakes.
Gets it out to the 25-yard
Stupid.
line, a gain of 3. They come to the line facing
36.
third and long from
Sam
the
Houston
25.
on their own 25.
Looking to pass. It's Watson. Fires to the wideout.
And once again, gets it across the middle, and he has no pressure because
Really
they're just
nice
not
pickup there
giving
as
to
they
him.
have it out to the
I've got to give it to
44
him.
with the first down.
Sam Houston State's offensive line, it was
The
just good.
defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the
Sam
second
Houston
half.
State's
You're down 2
offensive line
possessions.
is
You
just that
need to
good.
steal a
Turning it on. Got the first
Our
down.
defensive line can't do anything.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him
They're in
down
a bad
at the
way.
35.
And it's because our D-line can't.
And how about the running back, man? Rips
They
off
can't
a
penetrate the
big
offensive
play.
line.
This
They,
offense creates some
they've been
momentum,
dominated.
and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back
I mean,
on
what
the
can you really do
football
about that?
to try to keep this
Besides maybe a
offense
scheme
rolling.
change. And
And the
even
Bearcats will
I'm not
hustle
in
to the
control of that.
line.
That's not my arena. That's the defensive coordinator.
Going to sling it on second down.
He has all the.
Oh, it's
Ooh.
picked off. That's
He
not
just
the
threw
start
an
they hoped
interception.
for. Bringing it back.
Oh, wow.
They
Interception
finally make
by
the stop,
Hunter
and not
Watson.
only the huge turnover, but the
That's a big
big
play.
return has them set up
That
in
was a
business.
big play.
And
It
the
was looking very
offense
bleak.
came out
That interception.
aggressively here
That
in the
is a
second
very,
half,
very
but
big
they
play.
can't put the drive together and
The
spit
defensive
it
line
up
wasn't
on
able
the
to put pressure, but
turnover.
the
I'll tell you,
cornerback
this
stepped up and
defense
they got
has
the
a lot of
interception.
athletes.
That's
They've
pretty
got a
good.
lot of guys with ball
Dwayne
skills.
Justin Danner
If you put the football
with the
anywhere
interception.
around them in their vicinity
Almost a
and their
pick six,
ability to
but,
catch the football, they'll come
I mean,
down
if
with
you're
it.
not
This
that fast, you're not
quarterback
that
has got to
fast,
be
but
way more
he got us
careful
down
here
to
in
the
the
11-yard
second
line,
half.
so
Guys,
hopefully we
let's
can
see how
convert
it
this.
goes this
That
time
was
for the Kent
a very,
State
very good
offense.
play.
From the red zone, it's Newman.
Run him over.
And the big defensive front
1 yard gain.
wins the
ESPN
battle.
guy.
No gain on that play.
I don't care. That's a
Going to
success.
work in the red zone, they can't pick up
He's
the first
bulldozing
down
people.
without getting it into the end zone.
All right.
Brought down
How's it
after
3rd and inches
keeping
again,
those
bro?
Powerful legs moving,
Jordan
getting
with the
all
run.
he could. He'll be
Once
a
again, it's
few
3rd and
inches
inches.
short.
It's very annoying.
They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd
And
and
he
short.
didn't get it. 4th and
And
inches.
he just needed
That
a
is
few
terrible. He
inches,
did not
and
convert.
he didn't get it.
He didn't get a touchdown.
Defense denies this offense.
From the interception.
Oh,
And we
the
missed the
attempt
fucking
is
field
no
goal, bro.
good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling